Good morning, everyone who's live and who's watching this later on YouTube. Thank you so much for attending. My name is Adrian, and today's body sculpt will be a little bit of everything. We're just going to work the body top to bottom, mostly body weight. If you happen to have a light pair of weights like 3, or even just 2 water bottles, or something like a heavy yoga block or cork, that's fine too. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal, but try to see if you can grab even just 2 water bottles is good enough. Just something that weighs 2 to 3 pounds. If possible. All right, let's get warmed up. Here we're going to start off side to side. Warming up, grabbing our ankles. Reaching in, twisting side to side. Let me do a quick mic check. Make sure we're on my microphone, because last time, looks like everything is good. All right, keep going. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Here we're going to go for leg swings, keeping the core engaged. Swinging in front, to the side, behind, to the side. If you want to use a wall, that's fine too. You can swing in if you need to use a wall for stability. Pushing out in 3, 2, switching sides. So you can use the wall if you want to challenge your core. You can just use your core and swing in, swing out. And 3, 2, and 1 here. Going for inchworms, reaching down, walking across the mat to a plank position, then walking back. Nice big stretch for the sky. Keep going. We're almost there. Put a little towel down for myself. Keep going. Going for inchworms. Reaching down, walking it out. And walking back. Reaching for the sky. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8. Walk it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here, back to easy ankle touches, just reaching in, stretching through the core, warming up our knees, mobilizing through the waist, getting a little bit of rear delt action as our arm lifts towards the sky. Just stretching through. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to leg swing. So here, you need to keep your core engaged and try to swing in, swing out using just your core. Or if you use the wall for stability, you can put one hand on the wall and swing in, swing out. You don't have to worry about balance as much. Again, up to you. 12 more seconds on this side, then we switch. We're warming up our glute medius, warming up our adductors, abductors, getting everything moving. Working a little bit on our balance too. 3, 2, switching sides. And of course, if any requests, feel free to put them in the chat. Happy to have any kind of focus. If not, we'll just do a little bit of everything. If there's something you want to work on in particular, I'm happy to take requests. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to those inchworms one more time. Reaching down towards the floor, walking forwards, and walking back. Nice big stretch for the sky. Coming down, walking in, and then walking back. Nice big stretch. Good. About 20 more seconds. We'll try to mobilize all the way down, walk up to a full plank. If you can't do the plank, just tap your toes and come back up. That's fine too. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Big stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Here we do a little bit of upper body. We're going to come onto our mat. I'm just going to check if there's any requests. There aren't. All right. So, of course, we do one of my favorite muscle groups, the triceps. We're going to start off with tricep push-ups. We have a couple options. We can either do them modified or unmodified. So here, palms raised to our shoulders, elbows tucked into our ribs. Starting from your knees if you want to do it modified. I want you to lower down, chest to ground, then press straight up. Again, keep those elbows in the whole time. Here, if you want to do it unmodified, keep the elbows in, legs nice and straight, pressing right through. So 45 seconds starting now. Keep those elbows in. I see some feedback. Let me check. Maybe a little core finisher? Absolutely. Sounds good. So we'll save that towards the end. We'll toss in a little bit of core throughout, but yeah, we'll do a bunch of core at the end. No problem. Keep those elbows in. We got about 20 seconds left. And elbows into our ribs, pressing straight through. The key part of the push-ups and triceps is once you do a nice full range of motion, I'd rather you do 3 really good push-ups than 15 like little pulses. I'd do 3 really good, nice full range of motion, elbows all the way in, and the elbows all the way forward. Nice full range of motion. And 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Here we're gonna flip over. We're gonna go for a little bit of leg work. We're gonna go for a hip bridge and kicks. So we're mixing in upper body and lower body while we're on the mat the whole time. So here, hips up, kicking out, keeping those knees spaced apart. If you happen to have a booty band at home, you can definitely put that around your legs if you'd like, just to add a little bit of glute med tension, but you don't have to, just body weight's a-okay. 30 seconds here, keeping that core engaged. We're getting a little bit of core work, a little bit of glute work as we kick our legs out. Try to keep our hip bridge up the whole time. Avoid just kind of being an inch off the ground. We try to push those hips all the way up and keep those hips up as we switch weight from one leg to the other. Good. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, keep those hips up the whole time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over, back to those tricep push-ups. Once again, really focus on range of motion. I'd rather you do 3 or 4 really good push-ups than 15 like half pulses. Really focus on nice full range of motion. So here, I'll show you unmodified. Elbows in, hands beneath the shoulders, all the way down, chest to ground, pressing straight through. Chest to ground like this, straight through. Nice full range of motion. Again, you don't have to go fast. You can go as, you can go at my pace, you can go at your own pace. But again, chest all the way down, pressing straight through, all the way up. Nice full range of motion. And again, whether you do I'd rather you do 3 or 4 really good ones than 20 half ones. We got about 12 seconds left. Focus on that full range of motion. And again, I don't care how many you do. We want quality over quantity when it comes to these push-ups. And 4 seconds. 3, whatever push-up you got. 2, and 1. Flipping over. Really good job, Ken. Those aren't easy. Really great job. Here, hips up. Back to those hip bridge and kicks. Core. So here, see if you can kind of suck in your gut a little bit. Pull in the core, so draw on the belly button. Plant the feet. Glutes up nice and strong in the air. And kicking out. So you want nice tension across the front. Nice tension across the glutes. You want to hold this this is your natural weightlifting belt from your pelvis and your belly button, wrapping all around to your low back and glutes. That's your natural weightlifting belt. We want to use it. Keeping our core engaged, driving that belly button in and squeezing the glutes up. So keep kicking out. 15 more seconds. Whatever you got in the tank. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Coming up. We got a quick drink of water. We'll take 30 seconds, and then we're going to get into some leg work while standing. If you happen to have weights, feel free to use them in all these, but weights are optional. You can just use body weight. We'll give it about 15 more seconds. Just grab some water. We're going to start off with sumo. This is where you can use just body weight. If you happen to have a weight, you can put it, in front of your pelvis. But if you don't, that's fine. Just body weight, stay okay. So in about 10 seconds, the key part of the sumo is you want to keep your knees pushed out wide the whole time. You want to activate your glute med, and the weight should be between your shoelaces or a little bit back towards the heels. You don't want to go into the toes. You want to shift your weight back a little bit. All right, 35 seconds starting now. Coming down, coming up. I'll show you from the side, actually. So here, that's your hard to see, black on black. I'm going to actually go here. So here, knees out, pushing out. As you can see, my knees aren't going forward. My knees are actually back above my heels. I'm pressing through. A little more to the side. So knees back and through. Try to keep your back relatively flat as well, avoid any kind of hunching. Squeeze back the shoulders and press through the glutes to come up. Knees out, straight through. Okay, you really want to activate those glute med. You want to feel your bum working from the back and from the side. Got about 10 seconds left. Knees out and push. And 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Here, we have two options. We either go for a single leg deadlift, or if you want to make it a little more explosive and a little more high energy, we can add a kick element to it in both directions. So I'll show you both options. So low impact is just reach and balance, reach, balance. Higher impact is kicking back, kicking in front, kicking back, kicking in front. So it takes a little more balance, a little more explosive, and it's a bit harder in both directions. So either side you want, 30 seconds, then we'll switch and do 40 seconds on the other side. So here, kick, extend. And as you extend, try to really extend straight back if you can. If you have a mirror around you, or if your camera's on, definitely use it as a reference point. And extend back and front. And again, that's the higher impact option. Low impact is just reach for the floor, come down. Reach for the floor, come down. Whatever works for you. For 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and other side. So single leg deadlift. Low impact is just a single leg deadlift. Higher impact is add a kick in both directions. Try to focus on extending the leg and really working that balance. The hard part is staying on that one side. Stay on that one leg the whole time, trying to balance. Good, we got 12 seconds left. 12, 11, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we'll do a little bit more glute med work because we haven't had enough. We're just gonna go for, just like last week, a curtsy and a kick. So if you have knee issues or you find your knees don't quite bend that way, just go for a back lunge and a kick, that's fine. We're gonna try to go for a curtsy. So here, 1 foot planted, reaching down, curtsy back, side kicks. Now we're using our glute med, where before we were kicking in front and back, now we're gonna kick out to the side. So curtsy down, kick. If you find that doesn't work for your knee, the curtsy, you can just do a back lunge and side kick. So back lunge is fine, or a curtsy. 30 more seconds on this side. So whatever works for you. Keep going. Excellent job, and it's really hard. We're doing quite a bit of balance work, both with the single leg and with the curtsy. Especially as it gets more icy out there, it becomes all the more important. And speaking of ice, free plug for our skating rink. It's excellent. Come grab some hot chocolate. Skating rink is most excellent. A lot of people have been enjoying it. It's a free plug. And 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. So reaching down, curtsy, and side kick. Reaching down, kicking out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. Really great job, Kara. That's not easy. Going for that nice full range of motion. Kicking all the way out, curtsying all the way in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push those knees out nice and wide. Shoulders back, back to the sumos. Knees out, push. I'm gonna start from the side. Really focus on keeping those knees above those ankles. You're gonna avoid them traveling forward. Really push the knees back. Have the glutes go way back, and the weight is closer to your shoelaces or your heels. Your back is nice and flat and upright. You're gonna lead with the chest as you come up. A lot of people, they'll do this for the sumo squat. A lot of back bending. Your back actually shouldn't really bend at all. It should be all back here. So keep going. Knees out, you wanna recruit those glutes as much as you can. Again, if you find yourself staring at the floor, you're probably using your back a bit too much. Eyes and chest forwards. You want your bum to drop to the floor as best you can. About 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Back to that single leg deadlift. 1 foot planted. We can go for low impact, which is just reach and come up. Or high impact, add those kicks. Excellent. 25 more seconds on this side. Remember to breathe through your stomach the whole time. So really focus on extending all the way forward, all the way back. Nice straight lines in both directions. 15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, switching sides. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back those curtsies. So one foot planted, curtsying down, side kick. Curtsying down, side kick. And with the curtsy, you find your knee has a hard time. You find a bit twisty on the knee. Just going for a straight back lunge and side kick is a-okay. Whatever works for you. 25 more seconds on this side. And 3, 2, 1, other side. Good, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your legs a little break. Take a little breather. We're going to switch some upper body. So take 30 seconds, grab some water. I forgot my water today, so I'm just going to stand here for 30 seconds, but grab whatever water you need. Take a little sip. Our next few are going to be on the mat for the next chunk of upper body. So 20 more seconds. So we're going to start off. We have 2 options. We can either go for a modified row. And by modified row, I mean we're going to try to press our elbows and lift our upper back off the ground by driving to our elbows. Or you can do the other way and just go for a Superman where you squeeze the elbows and your shoulder blades together. So either one is fine. I'm going to show you both variations. You can kind of choose whichever one works better for you. So for the one from the ground, shoulders down, elbows wide. And here, your goal is to actually press through your elbows and use that force to drive your upper back off the ground. The key part here is you're actually trying not to use your core. If you use your core, you can just do a crunch, which is not what I want. I want you to drive through your elbows, actually lift and squeeze back. If that doesn't work for you, if that feels awkward or unnatural, you can also just go for the Superman. Either one is fine. The Superman variation is instead you engage your rectus spine just a little bit. You go to lift your chest just off the ground barely, and then squeeze into your shoulder blades and your elbows. You're trying to row back and then release down, and squeeze back, and then come down. Again, either variation is fine. Either going for the Superman variation or the elbows down and driving the upper back up variation. So 30 more seconds of whatever variation you choose. Again, you can go for it where you're trying to squeeze back and trying to physically lift your upper back off the floor, or you can go for the Superman. Either one is fine. Doesn't really matter which one you do. As long as you're feeling it, the key part, I'm just gonna talk the whole time. You wanna feel it right between the shoulder blades here. You actually wanna physically feel our scapula or our shoulder blades retract together like this, and our elbows pulling back to activate our rear delts. So in both cases, you wanna feel it right between the shoulder blades and behind the shoulders. You got about 10 seconds left, so whatever variation you got going on. And squeeze, and then down, and squeeze, and then down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Next variation. We're gonna go for a bit of a shoulder press. If you have weights, go for it. Just a regular old shoulder press with dumbbells. If you don't have it, you can either just go for just a range of motion like this and reaching above, or you can try to just keep your arms above your head for a full 30 or 40 seconds, which can be tiresome for the shoulders. Or if you want the hardest version, you basically do an inverted push-up almost. So let me show you. So here, also go downward dog position. And go to basically tap your head down and press. Trying to tap down and press through. You're basically going for a shoulder press motion, but using half of your body as the weight. If that doesn't work for you, you can just go for a shoulder press if you have weights, or you can just simply holding the arms out like this for 30 seconds. It can be exhausting. Or if you happen to have a light water bottle, holding your arms out perfectly straight is quite challenging for the endurance. So keep going. We got about 10 seconds left. So again, if you can do the inverted push-up, fantastic. If this doesn't work for your shoulders or your collarbones, going for an endurance hold or going for a shoulder press is fine. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we're gonna do a little bit more shoulders. And here we're just gonna go for a side plank and twist. This one works the core a little bit, and it works the shoulders because we're using it for the twist. So on our elbows, you can have your legs either extended, or you can bend the bottom leg. There's also twist down and squeeze your shoulder blades and come up. So here, we're challenging whichever shoulder is on the ground, both for endurance with it holding and with it twisting, we're squeezing between our shoulder blades. So 25 more seconds on this side, so keep going. So twist down, open up. We're also sneaking in a little bit of obliques, bringing a little bit of that core going. The last 10 minutes is all core, so we'll get there. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you squeeze up. Good. Really good form, Karen. Really good form. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you squeeze back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. So 30 seconds here. You can do it unmodified with just the legs straight. We do a modified with one knee down. So inhale as you come in, exhale as you sweep up. Breathing in, breathing out. Excellent, really good. Got about 15 seconds. Really focus on squeezing back the shoulder blades. You want to feel tension both in the middle of your shoulder, whichever shoulder is supporting you, and between your shoulder blades as you reach for the sky and twist back. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Here, we're gonna go back to the rear delta rhomboid activation. So you can either do the Superman, where you come up, or you can go for the driving the elbows into the floor. Either one is fine. So here, the reverse Superman, where you squeeze back, so drive the elbows back and squeeze in your shoulder blades. Really pull back. If that doesn't work for you, you can try the other variation, where you drive your elbows into the floor and push yourself. You even make it a full motion where you actually start above, and then as you row, you hit the ground and then keep pushing back. There's some people that helps them activate the right muscles, where you actually lift your arms up, drive your elbows down, and then keep pressing or keep trying to fulfill that full range of motion. Either one's fine. We got about 15 seconds left. Whatever variation works for you, either going for the row or going for the Superman. We got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From here, we're gonna go for either that inverted push-up, or we can go for some shoulder endurance. So if you have light weights, 2, 3 pounds, or even 2 water bottles, or even 2 pillows, just something, you can hold your arms out like this for the next 35 seconds. That'll be quite challenging. You can do that. You can hold them out. You can hold them above your head if you want as well. A little bit of shoulder endurance, or if you can do the inverted push-up, or kind of the upside down push-up, that's fine too, like this. Where you touch your head down, come up. Touch your head down, come up. You're trying to work that shoulder. Of course, if you have weights at home, you can just do the weights at home. You're going to just simply hold your arms out. This gets quite exhausting after a little while. Even with like 1 pound in your hands, it becomes quite tiring for the shoulders. So we got about 7 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Here, back to that side plank. Modified or unmodified, up to you. Reaching up, inhale as you come in, exhale as you reach up. Legs straight as well, breathing in, breathing out. Whatever variation works for you. 20 more seconds on this side. Remember to inhale as you come in, exhale as you reach up. You're trying to feel the endurance in the shoulder, as well as tension between the shoulder blades as you reach up towards the sky. Got about 10 seconds here before you switch sides. 10, 9, we're gonna breathe through your stomach the whole time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, switching sides. So here, legs straight. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you come up. Great. You're going, you got about 20 seconds left. We're gonna breathe through your stomach the whole time. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you come up. Great, 10 more seconds, keep going. 10, 9, inhale as you come in, exhale as you squeeze back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're gonna do a little bit more leg work. Grab some water first, so we'll take 30 seconds. Grab some water, do a little bit of leg work before you finish off with a bunch of core. So grab some water. All right, 20 more seconds. So we're gonna start off with a low squat hold. Always a good way to build up endurance in the glutes and the quads. Also teaches us how to actually really sit in our own posture, sit in our own body. If you ever do any kind of martial arts, there's a position called mabu, which means like sitting on a horse, which is also it's basically a low squat hold, but it's more like holding a sumo squat. So actually, you can choose your variation. You can do the traditional mabu in martial arts, so you kind of hold the sumo squat, like nice and wide, and you try to basically sit in a nice wide sumo squat, or you can just go for a normal squat. That's fine. I'm gonna try the mabu. But you do whatever works for you for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, knees out, and 1. The key part here is your thighs are nice and parallel with the floor. Push those knees out the whole time if you're doing the sumo. Doing great. Keep holding. It's not easy. Even for me, my legs are shaking a bit with this one. We got 15 seconds left. Deep breath, deep breath. I was cheating a bit there with resting my hands. Keep going. 7, 6, big breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake it off. All right. Well, I don't do martial arts, but a lot of my friends do, and some can hold that for like 5 minutes. It's not easy. All right. So now we're gonna go for a back lunge to a high knee. So nice and tall. Back lunge down. Nice full range of motion. High knee and high knee. 35 seconds aside, starting now. Go for a nice back lunge to high knee. If you want to add a little bit of a twist, you can add a little bit of elbow action. That's fine, but you don't have to. Just back lunge to high knee is enough. Got about 20 seconds left on this side. And 3, 2, switching sides. Back lunge to high knee. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you come up. Keep going, about 10 more seconds. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you push up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From here, go back to that low squat hold. You either hold the sumo squat nice and wide, or you can hold the regular squat. I'm gonna switch it up and hold the regular squat. You do whatever works for you. Feet are nice and wide, shoulders back. Starting in 3, 2, and down. Here, the key part is not actually, we don't wanna sit in our posture in a lazy way. So from down here, I'm kind of just like resting in my body. I actually wanna lift up and hold myself like this in my posture. Got 15 seconds left. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds. Doing great. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Not easy. All right. Back to those back lunge to high knee, 35 seconds aside, before we get into our little triple core set. All right, so shoulders back, nice and tall posture. Back lunge, high knee. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you push, 30 more seconds. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you come up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. 35 seconds here. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you come up. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Keep going. 15 seconds. and 3, 2, and 1. All right, last little bit of core. Here, we're gonna go for either plank and toe taps. We're gonna do plank jacks. Either variation's fine, whatever works for you. So here on our elbows or on your wrists, I prefer on the elbows, it's a little easier in terms of just wrist endurance. So here, legs straight, core tight. Either going for toe taps like this, just tapping side to side, or if you wanna go for full plank jacks, that's fine. I'll show you from the front, so you can actually see what the legs are doing. So starting now, go for toe taps like this, side to side, or you can go for nice full plank jacks. Either variation is fine. Every variation works for you. Toe taps or plank jacks. Good. We got about 12 seconds left. Every variation works for you. Toe taps or plank jacks. Good. Really good form. 7, 6, 5, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From here, we're gonna go for the half get up. This is where if you have a yoga block or a pillow or a ball, grab that now. If you don't, just your hand is fine. But here, if you can, I'm gonna use just a Pilates ball. This is really just a placeholder. I could easily have a yoga block, a couch cushion, just something to hold in your hand to focus on. Nice and tall. Our goal is to draw through our navel. We're gonna lift up as high as we can, keeping this arm straight the whole time. So if you look at my form, my arm stays straight the whole time. So I'm not swinging my arm forward for momentum. My arm is upright, and it stays upright as I come up and as I come down. So again, my arm is upright the whole time, as you can see. And open as my arm ever swing forward or swing back, stays up, perpendicular to the floor the whole time. So again, you can use a couch, the whole couch, a couch cushion, a pillow, a yoga block, a Pilates ball. It doesn't mean you have to weigh anything, even your water bottle. We got about 10 more seconds on this side. We're really focused like I'm doing here. Keep that arm up nice and vertical the whole time, like I'm doing. Reach up nice and high. And 3, 2, switching sides. Again, switch on the other side. But again, so it's very easy, it's easy to see with the ball in my arm. Arm stays nice and perpendicular to the floor. Stays upright the whole time. Reaching up nice and high. Like so. Inhale as you come in, draw to the navel, reach up nice and high. And again, if you find this one challenging, that's normal. You can use your leg. I can show you modified where you can use your other hand to grab onto your thigh. You can pull yourself up if you need to. But again, really try to challenge yourself to keep this arm extended above the head the whole time. So if you're using a mirror or if your camera's on, really try to use that to your advantage of the form. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I would go for another one of my favorites, the windshield wipers. These are always good, always fun. Here, this time we want our arms nice and extended, legs up in the air, going side to side. So you're trying to keep the ankles together. It's tempting to separate them like this. Keep the ankles together and pull across the core and then reach down across the core. So this is too much for your ankles or above your hips. You can bend the knees a bit like this, make it a little easier. But the key part here is keep those ankles together. Don't separate them. Keep the ankles together the whole time. You're doing great. Great, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, flipping over. Each of those, one more time. So we're gonna go for the plank, and either plank and toe tap or plank jacks. Either one is fine, whatever variation works for you. Or if just the jacks and the plank are and the taps are too much, you can just go for, just hold a regular plank. Okay, you don't have to, you're gonna find whatever works for you. So 30 seconds starting now. You're going for plank jacks like this, or just plank and toe taps. Either one is fine. You got about 20 seconds left. Remember to breathe every tap or every second tap. or breathe every jack or every second jack. 15 seconds left. You're doing great. Good. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back that half get up, and we're gonna try to really do it. We're gonna do it with really good form. You can use that ball, couch cushion, give you a water bottle, whatever works for you. Just like, try to keep the weight or whatever you have right above your shoulder. And as you come up, drawing in the navel, drawing in the core, you're gonna lift up and keep that arm straight the whole time like this. So all the way down, so starting now, so reaching all the way up, keeping the arm straight like this. No punch, no arm travel forwards or backwards. It stays upright the whole time. Up and through, like that. Good, we got about 15 seconds here. Drawing in through the navel. You're trying to lift up with a nice tall posture. Our goal is not to crunch up, so don't do this. You're kind of crunch in. Best if you can as you lift. Trying to lift up, 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 up. And everything stays nice and long. And 3, 2, and switch sides. Karen, really good form on this. This is a difficult one to get right. Really good job keeping your core nice and tall. It's really good form. It's not an easy movement. And the goal here is to draw up through your navel and up through your posture. Again, so don't do this. Don't crunch forward. Arms stay straight. Torso stays relatively straight. We're trying to draw up, 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 and through. So again, don't crunch in. You're trying to lift. Try to drop through your navel, draw in your belly button, puff up the chest almost, and try and drop nice and tall, like so. Again, it's not an easy movement. We got 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last but not least, windshield wipers. Always a good time. Working those obliques. Hands extended. Your legs can be straight, your legs can be bent. Whatever works for you. Inhale as we come in. Exhale as we come up. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep trying to just keep those ankles together. We got about 20 seconds here. Draw the navel if you can. Keep those ankles together. If you can, try to even keep the knees together. To really just draw all the way across. Keeping the ankles and knees together makes it quite a bit more difficult. It reduces your leverage, which makes your obliques work that much harder. We got 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Trying to do a little bit of stretching. Get your feet together. Really good job, everyone, today. Those movements, some of them weren't easy. A bit of balancing today. Lots of core work. Feet together, going for a groin stretch. I basically do a groin stretch every time. If not, twice in a stretching session. We tend to sit a lot these days, so it's good to try to open up the hips as much as possible. Really get them nice and mobile. Same with our hamstrings, which we'll do right after. Ten seconds left. And 3, 2, 1. One leg out, one leg in. Reaching forward over the hamstring. Here, actually, for me, I personally add just a slight soft bend, and then I actually try to turn my toes towards me to really get into the hamstring, maybe a little bit in the calf as well. And swing sides. 2, 1. Excellent. Here we go for a second groin stretch. Feet are nice and wide. Sitting back with our hips. Move for a second groin stretch. And what I was talking about earlier when we were doing the low squat hold of the Mabu, if you want a bit of homework, see how long you can hold that almost like a sumo squat right at 90 degrees with your posture upright. It's a very challenging movement, but I find it's a good way to challenge yourself. It's a big first thing to do. And a different way to just challenge your posture and really focus on keeping those glutes activated in a sitting position. Again, my friends that do martial arts can hold it for like 5-6 minutes. I think I cap out at a minute, but again, with practice, you can, of course, extend that length. And 3, 2, 1, easy off. You're going for a nice, easy side neck stretch, just one arm behind the back. So your head in the opposite direction. Trying to stretch across the side of the neck here. And 3, 2, 1, other side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last two stretches, one arm across the body. Pull that arm into the body, going for just a nice middle delt stretch. Going across the body. And 3, 2, other side. Pulling across the body. I feel a nice stretch in the middle of the shoulder here. And 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, I'm going to stop the recording here. But thank you everyone who attended live, and thank you everyone who watched this later on YouTube. I really appreciate it.